Yeah, guys, I'm here in Morocco with Friendship, traveling through beautiful Morocco. And this is absolutely my dream spot. I love this spot, and I thought I'd do a room tour with my G-Classe. It's a G500, built in 2003. The car is 19 years old, and it's a bit modified. I'll take you through the vehicle and show you what's possible. Come along. First, let's check out this beauty, and this is the cockpit. In the cockpit, I have a simple setup. For navigation, here's a holder for the phone contents. Not much has been done here, it's really just these two things. On the passenger side, I also have a walkie-talkie, or a CB radio as it's called. Back here we have two individual seats. This is also a unique feature. You don't usually see two individual seats like this. In the middle here we have the CFX 540, which is a 45-liter cooler from Dometic. Here are my goggles for sandstorms. Pretty cool, just easily strapped over. Over there I have a headlamp from Supra. And if you look in here, there's my energy management system. There's my Say 15 from Active. Down here are my controllers for the solar panels. And here, I also have my star diagnosis with me. In case something goes wrong electrically, I can use it to read my vehicle and clear errors at any time. Switch somehow. Another special feature is the 90-degree door straps. You've probably noticed that they really open to 90 degrees. Normally, doors on the G-Classe only open so far. The 90-degree door straps are actually a super cool game changer, because you can access everything much better and aren't constantly hindered by the door. Further, I have a flashlight here, and it's mounted right here. If you want to take a look, it's simultaneously integrated with a charging station from Super Beam. It's really awesome. And above that, I have a small handsaw from Fisker. And I want to attach more things in the near future and actually expand further here. The whole setup isn't quite finished yet, and there's still quite a bit to build. Here under the seat, I also have for inflating my tires. This hose. These are silicone hoses, and one is a, what do you call the tire inflators, and then for blowing out again. This blower is quite handy, and then I'll show you at the driver's side. At the driver's door, I have a valve directly on the right and left. I can just plug it in here. Connect this part here. Then there's already air in it. Why is there already air in it? Because I have a 10-liter tank under the passenger seat. I'll show you that quickly. How to turn on the compressor and use it. And that's right here. Under the seat is the cute little compressor. I've turned it on now. And if we look over here on the side, I also have a connection like this and can then blow. Here we have a 45-liter plastic tank inside, which I will show later on the other side. In more detail, there is the filling spout on the other side. Yes, here I have a table that I made myself. Very easy, just from a piece of tread plate and two stripes. The whole thing is held by a magnet. So basically, I just have to do this, and it holds everything. I added a profile here to give it more stability because it's a thin material. I covered it with leather, well, faux leather. Here I have a net. Up here, I have some lamps from Super Beam. They are magnetic, which is quite handy. just place them here where I need them after. Oh. Then I have a box here which you can take out like this. Has a plate underneath, a fixing plate, so it's a system where you can, I'll show you quickly, you can just place it on like this. And then like this. And then the part goes down and it's secure. Works wonderfully. And in the end, it's just my groceries. You can just look inside, it's just stuff that's dry. You know, pasta, cheese sauce, and so on, nothing wild. In this case, so, and yeah, I can actually leave it out because there are more things. From ALP filter, I have a filter system. This is the hose package. I use this from time to time. Then I have something very important. This is my outhouse. I'll set it up like this. And there I can, if I want, sit down at the epic spots here. And theoretically, I could just do my business here with the most amazing view ever. Here I have the Instagrid. You can see it quite well here now. It has 2.1 kilowatt hours. Here is the controller from Active. I use this as a power supply. There I can, if I want, through the Instagrid, power my main battery. In an emergency, of course, I only use it like this, not when I want to weld. I also have a welding machine on board. I'll show you later how to weld with this part, because 3,600 watts of sine wave come out of this power bank. So, further, I have here from Eberspecher, a stationary heater, a mobile one. I hardly ever use it. I only use it when the roof tent is wet. Then I can dry it with this. That's actually the use case for this. City heater. Further, I have this ALP filter package, which I really use everywhere. It also includes spare filters and so on, and that's essentially the filter in the end. With it, I can make drinking water out of anything, which is truly a game changer, which is also pretty cool, I actually think. You can use it to filter water into the tank, but you can also filter from the tank again if you want. If you think your tank is contaminated or whatever, you can still do that. Here it continues. Here I have another one of those nifty folding windows. Here are clothes again. Here is also the filling spout. This is one of those from the front runner tank. This one is actually only attached to the back seat. Fastened to the back seat with 2 tension straps. Very easy and Spartan without doing anything special. Here I have my little box. I always say the explosion box, as I affectionately call it. Here I can see, for example, the battery voltage. I currently have 13.4 volts. And here, I have another 12 volt cigarette socket. Then I also have USB here. And I can turn on the light here in the back if I want. You might want to go to the back, and I'll show you how to turn on the light here. For example, so I press here, then this yellow light turns on above. As you can see, I can control it with this switch. Or further up front, let's go there now. I have a remote control here, a wireless remote control. I can use it for that too. The same goes for the light in the front. I have another wireless remote control. There's my light bar from FrontRunner. You can, of course, operate it with that as well. And as you can see, I have on both sides. These snorkels, they are from Schmud. Why do I have 2? Quite simply, I have a V8 in it, and it needs a lot of air. It has an intake on this side and one on the other side. Additionally, I have the Classic B rims from Delta 4x4 with Ultra-Amp tire, which performs quite well. Further modifications include a pre-runner 2.65, 6.5 from Passerby. From 4x4 Project and Bilstein, it performs super well, so I don't want to miss it at all. It was developed for me back then, or together with me, to be precise. That is indeed a game changer. Here we have a drawer system from FrontRunner, of course. My kitchen is located here, and under the kitchen, hidden, is also a ratchet set. I stuffed it all the way at the bottom because we don't need it that often. Here I also have the cutlery set from FrontRunner. I'll show you that it's this one here, and it really has everything in it. It's nicely organized and compact, and that's actually more important to me than fancy cutlery, to be completely honest. Reduced to the essentials. So let's continue here. And here on the side, I have my stove. I have a Primus. Double, meaning a gas stove with 2 burners. My most important utensil is the Scotty. I always have it with me everywhere. On this trip, I've already grilled a T-bone steak on it. Sausages merguez unburger. And I think it was good. Renee, right? Yeah, awesome. Tonight, we're having Benny's Special Desert Burger. So, here I have more. A hose for showering from my water tank, because I'll also show you the pump for it, as I actually have an electric pump. Then, down here is some first aid supplies, and my travel pharmacy is also included. But that's about it. I almost forgot. Up here, I also have a storage compartment. I can open it here, and then it comes down like this. There are chairs inside, and there's also, for example, from FrontRunner, a telescope light. I might show you that tonight. How it lights up, I might make a separate recording for that and show you how it looks. I'll set it aside, so it won't be forgotten, but we attach it every day. That was perfect, actually, always with the light, yes. So then we'll do it like this again. Now I'll climb up. Here I have from Schmud. Carbon hood. It weighs a whole 9 kilograms and has 2 airline tracks here. I can actually fix things on it too, like a bike or wood or whatever. Up here are more boxes. Here I have from our packaging, I have such boxes that you can use here with such a closure. You can open them. Here is my tart inside. Here is also an alternator. That's basically everything. Here I have my reserve canisters, which are a total of 80 liters. They are secured with FrontRunner. Tank mounts. So these are called double canister holders, I believe. And here from FrontRunner, the antenna holders with antenna for our CB radio. Here on the sides are the FrontRunner MaxTrax filters. Exactly, oh, there's a bit of wood in between. I think it's still from Georgia. I'll figure it out. I think that's a shame. Whatever, I can't figure it out. Whatever. Here on the roof, we have, for solar panels each, 30 watts. They are permanently installed with a regulator. Of course, I have the FrontRunner roof rack installed here, as you can easily see. For me, it is actually the optimal roof rack overall, because firstly, it's lightweight, which was really important to me. I had a heavier model before, which I didn't find very exciting. Now I have a lightweight one where I can adapt a lot of things, and that's truly a game changer. let's continue onto the roof. I did mention to you that we also have a welding machine with us. And it's located here in this box, which you can simply open up like this. And then here's the clamp. And the rest is packed in here like this. Let's get closer. Then you can take a look. We've built everything in here nicely so that nothing happens to the good piece. So let's go into the roof tent. So first, take off my shoes. So I always slide my shoes in here, or we do the whole family. And then this is actually our playground, or let's say our sleeping quarters. We actually have the original mattress in there. There's also a mesh underneath, which is completely sufficient for us. And a few more things. Exactly, that's what it's called. That's actually everything. Here you can see the solar panels from Active Again. They each have 30 watts. Are permanently connected. That was it for the room tour. I hope you enjoyed the room tour. And if you want to learn more about the G-Classe, then subscribe to my channel. Maybe check out the other videos. Leave me a like. Maybe. See you next time. I'm looking forward to it. Ciao, cacao.